Alright guys, it's time for another book review. Today we're going to do Melissa Larson's Shudder. I was excited about this book. I really was. I don't know what it is about books that take place on movie sets that always let me down. I read a book by, what's his name, Paul Tremblay. I think it was called Horror Film, that took place on a movie set. In that book, the premise of the book sounded so great, and then you start reading it and you're just like, what the heck is going on here? And that's what happened with this book. So this is the blurb in the back. In the wake of her father's death, Betty Rue doesn't allow herself to mourn. Instead, she pushes away her mother, breaks up with her boyfriend, and leaves everything behind to move to New York City. She doesn't know what she wants except to run. When she's offered the chance to play the leading role in mysterious indie filmmaker Anthony Marino's new project, she jumps at the opportunity. For a month, Betty will live in a cabin on a private island off the coast of Maine as part of a 5-person casting crew. Her mother warns against it, but Betty is too drawn to the charismatic Anthony's to say no. Anthony gives her a new identity, Lola, and Betty tells herself that this is exactly what she's been looking for, the chance to reinvent herself. That is, until they begin filming and she meets Sammy, the island's caretaker, and Betty realizes just how little she knows about the movie and its director. All right, first off, I just realized how much BS is in the back of that. She does not. It says Anthony gives her a new identity, Lola, and Betty tells herself that this is exactly what she wants. No. That's not what happens. That's not what happens at all. He goes, "You're Lola." And she goes, "Why the hell am I Lola? Everybody else gets to play themselves. No one changes their damn name. Why do I have to be Lola?" And he goes, "Well, because I don't want you confusing yourself with yourself. I want you to step out of being yourself and be someone else." He even goes as far as chopping off her hair and dyeing it a different color. And she is not into this at all. By the way, this is not a spoiler. You're going to read it and you're going to be like, okay, whatever. This book just lied to you. It's lying to you from the get-go. And she moves to New York, right, to become an actress. To get away from her father, yes. What happened with her father? But she goes to New York to become an actress. She's from Humboldt, California. I live in California. I don't even know where the hell that is. But she moves from here to New York. And by the way, if you're going, why would she move from California to New York to become an actress when Hollywood is just down the road? The East Coast has become the new California, basically. New Jersey now, Netflix has set up shop to make movies there. Atlanta, Georgia is where Tyler Perry makes all his movies. It's another Hollywood too. So, plus you have Broadway. So it kind of makes sense, except she's never acted in her life. She has no acting background. It would be like me when I used to live in Jersey, moving out to California and just walking over here and being like, I'm gonna go to Hollywood. I'm just gonna walk onto the set and go, hey, put me in a movie. What acting experience do you have? Absolutely none. What, did you major in anything that has to do with movies? Nope, I'm an accountant. Security. She goes and lives with her friends who relocated from Humboldt, California to New York. And they happen to know this Anthony guy. This Anthony guy has a cult following. Apparently he made a movie, which you don't get much information about, that blew up. It's one of those movies that everybody loves or everybody hates, right? It's the Donnie Darko, right? Like, if you love Donnie Darko, you love Donnie Darko. But if you hate it, you hate it, right? That's what that movie was. I love Donnie Darko. My wife hates it. That's the movie he made. And he's famous from that movie. He has a cult following. And now he's going to make a new movie. and he cast her as the leading role with no acting experience at all. Changes her name to Lola, and you know something's funky. When he's describing the movie that he's gonna make, by the way, there's no spoiler here. This is the exact description of the movie. He goes, have you ever seen Cape Fear? She goes, the one with Robert De Niro? No. The original with Robert Mitchum? No, I have not. Well, we're gonna watch it. Okay, they watch it. She goes, yeah, it was a good movie. We're gonna make Cape Fear, but without the villain and without the father, because we don't want the two men fighting. We want it to be about the girl facing fear. So essentially, he is making every horror movie you have ever seen in your life. I don't get it. This guy's supposed to be some type of genius, and he's essentially making a horror movie. A horror movie you've seen a million times. It's Halloween. Am I wrong here? If you've read this book and you think it's different, please tell me in the comments below, because that's basically what it is. And then, I'm not going to give out the plot, but like, it goes in a direction that is so dumb, so mind-numbingly dumb, that when I explained it to my wife, she goes, why are you still reading this junk? I still had 200-something pages to go. I was being punished. Punished. This book is a punishment. There's nothing worse than reading a blurb from a book and thinking, holy crap, this is great. The worst thing, too, is when you got people going, look, Danny Kufakafa, whatever his name is, who wrote Girl in Snow, irresistible. Shudder is eerie and intimate. Where was the eerie? Where was the intimate? Like, literally, this Anthony Marino has her pretend to hook up with this other dude for this movie, and then he's like kind of jealous about it. Like, and then Sammy guy, when you realize the relationship between Anthony and Sammy, you literally want to punch Anthony in the face. To me, Sammy, like, I can't even talk about it because I give out the ending. But like, is Sammy a great guy? Probably not. Like, you're gonna read it and go, yeah, Sammy was kind of a prick, right? But is Anthony a good guy? No. He's not a good guy. If Sammy's a prick, then this guy's a prick with a condom. I don't know what to tell you. Like, all right, I'm done with this review. 1 to 5, 5 being God tier, 1 being throw it in the garbage and rip out some paper to wipe your butt. I don't know. 0 is a DNF. I read it, so it's not a DNF. 1.5. 1.5. And only 1.5 because, like, when you start reading it, you're kind of intrigued to see what the hell's happening, because none of it makes sense. But once you figure out what's happening, you realize you wasted some of your life. I can't get that time back. It's gone. I'm 47. I don't have much time left. Like, thank you for taking my life away. So that's my review. If you like, I don't know, if you like this review, smash the subscribe and like button. Leave comments below if you read this or any of this person's other books, if they have written anything else, because Jesus Christ, was this bad. I'm out.